Hi everyone, hope you are doing good and great in the life. Come, let's see this book, The Elmer and the Stranger by David Mckee. Many great books we have already gone through. Let's see this one also. So, one day, Elmer, the patchwork elephant, was going on a morning walk. He meets the tiger. Tiger is a bit worried and he tells Elmer about a stranger who is jumping and falling over and seems unhappy. His behavior looked weird to the tiger, and this is what he told to Elmer also. Elmer said, "Don't worry, tiger. Strangers act strangely. That is why they are strangers, because we don't understand their things." Similarly, the same thing was said by the lion also. He mentioned about the stranger and how he's jumping and falling and seems unhappy. The Elmer is still quiet and calm and says, "Come, let's go and see." Now all three, the tiger, the lion and the Elmer, are watching this stranger. He is kangaroo. He is jumping and bouncing, and after some time he stops and starts crying. He says, "I'm a failure." Lion again feels he is unhappy. Elmer says, "Okay, come, let's talk to him." So now Elmer, like a good person, he initiates the talk and he asks a kangaroo, "What happened? Why are you so puzzled and worried?" Kangaroo says, "I cannot jump. I have a jumping competition and I came here to practice without telling anyone. But it seems that I am not able to jump. I think I will be laughed at. People will mock me." Okay, so all the animals were listening to him patiently and carefully. But the tiger said, "You are jumping very beautifully." The kangaroo says, "Jumping? No, this is not jumping. This is bouncing. I can bounce very high up. I will show you." And then he starts bouncing. And when he bounces, he even surpasses the height of the giraffe. So that means he's bouncing very well. So everybody thought that the kangaroo is very good and he's just confusing. Well, the Elmer says, "Okay." He does not give any solution right there. He says to the kangaroo, "We will give some thought and come back tomorrow." And as I mentioned earlier, the lion also said the same thing, that bouncing and jumping are same. Elmer and the tiger also agrees with him, but Elmer also thinks that kangaroo believes they are two different things, and that is why whenever he thinks about bouncing, he is doing very well. But whenever he thinks about jumping, he is falling. He is falling short. Okay. Well, everybody laughs and then leaves the matter there. Next morning, Elmer meets the kangaroo again and tells him to accompany along and meet the lion and the tiger. Now, while the elephant was walking, the kangaroo was bouncing up and up and up, here and there and everywhere around the Elmer, and they reaches to the riverbank. Now here, the tiger and the lion are standing here opposite side of the bank, and the Elmer and the kangaroos were right here. While the Elmer crosses the river, walking, the kangaroo bounces from here to here without wetting his feet. The tiger and the lion appreciates him that it is a good jump, but kangaroo is again obsessed with the idea that bouncing and jumping are different. And he says, No, it was bouncing. I bounce well." Elmer says, "Okay, let's not discuss it further and let's go to the competition." Now they all have reached to the place where all the other kangaroos are waiting for their turns to participate in the jumping competition. All of them are jumping. See, this red is also jumping. Others will also jump one by one. Now one white Kangaroo jumps very well and he covers a great distance. Okay, now is the turn for the purple kangaroo, the stranger. Elmer understands and he quickly asks lion and tiger to move and stand here, the farther from the mark where the white kangaroo landed. So they are standing here. And now it's a turn for the purple kangaroo. The moment he is about to jump, the Elmer says, "You are going to wet your feet in the river." And the kangaroo says, "Ha ha ha ha. No, I will bounce." And he quickly bounces and reaches farther than the mark of the white kangaroo. This was the longest jump and the biggest jump, and the stranger kangaroo, the purple kangaroo, won the competition, and everybody was happy. Now, later, the kangaroo thanked Elmer, lion, and the tiger. He said, "Thank you, Elmer, for remembering me about the river. With the river, I forgot about jumping and I was only concentrating on bouncing and crossing the river. And it made me won." So, this way, they helped the stranger kangaroo to win the competition and maybe to help him understand that jumping and bouncing are same things. They are not different, only the different words. The concept, the activity is same. And at last, the tiger, Elmer, and the lion says, "We were strangers and now we have all become friends," and they started laughing one another. So, the moral of this story is that you have to be cool and calm while solving any problem in any discussion, because if you're worried and anxious or angry, then you are not going to take the right steps. Here the Elmer was quiet and calm and he patiently understood the problem with the kangaroo. Kangaroo being small and naive and maybe a baby one, he was confused between the jump and the bounce. So instead of arguing him and making him understand about the different words and the terminologies, he just focused on the result and how he could help him by making him remember or distract him towards the river idea. I hope you like this book and you will definitely tell this story to your children. And if you like the reviews and the book reading, please do subscribe the channel. Thank you. Until we meet again. Bye bye.